Right, Dan, you ready? You got all your drinks and everything?
I don't know.
You hydrated?
No.
Right, so welcome guys. This is Race Department Podcast with me, Jonathan Seekins. Unfortunately, Aaron isn't here this week. He got in a fight with Sam in the bar, and I'm sure you all remember what Sam was like last week, so it's understandable. But with us this week, we've got Darren Bentley. Hi Darren, how's your season going this far?
The season's going alright, I guess. Had some ups and downs, but getting better, I think.
Yeah. So this week we are in Canada. We're sitting just above the Wall of Champions, the famous Wall of Champions. I'm looking forward for a good race. Always changing weather conditions, but we'll see how the drivers cope with that. Anyway, so last week we were in Monaco. So we'll go through some of the clips. Or we'll go into the F1 qualifying first. So Darren, do you want to read us through the qualifying grids?
Yeah, we got So Solid on pole. He had a pretty good lap, I guess. It's 4 tenths faster than Indrex, who managed second. And Indrex, he was fast, but sometimes unreliable. We had EMR&L in third place. EMR&L, just like Indrex, fast but unreliable. And Kex, phenomenal lap. We didn't really expect Kex to be up there, though. We got Red to Bear in fifth. Just like Kex, I didn't really expect him to be up there. And then Gonna Gamble as well, a phenomenal lap from him. Didn't also expect him to be there. And then you got Holy Sam a bit further down than usual. He's normally a bit higher up. You got Tagger as well, the kind of standard. He's not exactly the best qualifier in the world, but sometimes when it comes to the race, he does up his game. And then you got me in ninth. Seems to be a trend now this season. My qualifying, definitely not as good as my race pace. And Woody, well, it was his return to race department racing, so we didn't really know what to expect.
Yeah, so what happened to you in qualifying then?
I didn't exactly have the best qualifying lap in the world. I think if I did do my best lap, I would have managed a 5th or 4th on the grid going by the lap times.
Yeah, so welcome return to Woody though, who obviously didn't have the patches, but we'll move on to the race results. So over to you, Darren.
Well, we have, first off, the two drivers who did not finish. Gonna Gamble. First off, we don't really know what happened to Gonna Gamble. It doesn't speak much on race department, and he just disconnected, so we don't really know what happened to Gonna Gamble in that race. Woody, on the other hand, showed us some footage, and his DNF was, he claims to have hit an invisible wall, but I don't really think it was an invisible wall. And to those who finished, first off, we got in 8th place, EMR&L. He got himself in a real mumble-jumble. Poor tyre choices and many time penalties because he was pretty much an impatient driver in this race, and it really did backfire on him. Like I said, though, he was fast, got the fastest lap, but you need consistency to go with speed. Next off, we had Kex 35. Not a brilliant race for Kex. He also landed himself several time penalties, I think, and yeah, it just wasn't a fantastic race for him. Next, we have Bez 695. A good race result, or well, should have been a good race result, I should say. Got 2 silly penalties because Holy Sam, well, he pinballed off a barrier and kind of pinned Bezer against a barrier, and Bezer, of course, got the 2 penalties. Next, of course, we got the Holy Sam who only got 5th place because he punted someone else off into the barrier, and of course, Sam, he gets away with that. And then we got Red to Bear in 4th place. Another solid result from Red to Bear and another solid result for Williams. So they're looking good in the constructors. And then top 3 in 3rd place, we got Tagger with a sublime 3rd place. No one expected Tagger to finish 3rd place. And well, the safety car really did help Tagger, I feel. He wouldn't have ended up a lap ahead of Bezer with a safety car, but thanks to the safety car, he actually ended up a lap ahead of Bezer rather than being right next to Bezer. So the safety car really did help Tagger out there. And then we got the top 2 in 2nd place, So Solid, who actually did win the race, but sadly collected a few time penalties, which did of course go against him in the end. And then we have the winner of the Monaco Grand Prix, Indrex, and a phenomenal result from him.
Yeah, so unfortunately there was no Sauber team. The championship leader, obviously, Greek Don't Lie, is in Sauber, and TNG Platinum, who also is, but couldn't be there this weekend. But I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh yeah, we'll go through some of the time penalties in a minute. So let's go for it now. Actually, yeah, good race by Tadger. Even that's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Didn't really expect it from Tagger, like I said.
Yeah, right. So move on to the start, and as you can see, we're on board with Indrexen now. Decent enough start, and then kind of cuts the corner a little bit, in my opinion, which kind of.
Well, you ain't cheating, you ain't trying sometimes. But yeah, definitely cutting the corner. It looks like his aggressive fuel strategy actually worked for him for some strange reason. When me and EMRNL picked aggressive fuel strategy, we actually ended up with +9 laps of fuel rather than -3. Kind of confusing, but hey, that's Codemasters for you. And EMRNL, he actually didn't get off to a great start there. You could see he lost a lot of time. Of course, Indrek did cut that corner, but yeah, not the best start in the world for EMRNL. He got Holy Sam start here. Going into San Devote and kind of getting held up there by Red Tabero. I think brakes a little bit too early for San Devote. Didn't help Sam, and it definitely, I think, helped I think that's a Ferrari who got past them both there. Yes, Kex, he got past both those at the start. So a good start there for the Holy Sam.
Yeah.
Going down into Mirabor, sorry.
Right.
I'm used to doing this on myself. Tagger going into Mirabor. Tagger got a better corner into did better into Mirabor because Sammy kind of lost it going into there.
Yeah. So we're on board with you now, and you get past Gun Gamble almost straight away. I don't really know what happened to him, but behind Tadger, just slotting in behind everyone. A bit of contact in front there.
Yeah, there was a bit of contact.
And then a bit of contact behind as well by Gunnar Gamble.
Yeah, and then a nice little contact there by Gunnar Gamble. Gives me a nice little push, which allows Woody to try and move down the inside into Mirabo, and give him just enough space to actually manage to make a stick. But you see me here, I tried to come back to him, but it obviously wasn't going to work. You see me actually have to come to an almost complete stop there at the lowest hairpin. And now we're going to have a look at the start from Woody's point of view, and not the best start in the world. Actually, everyone leaves it for dead at the start. That's a horrible start for Woody.
Yeah.
But managing to close up to Gunnar Gamble pretty quickly there. I think Gunnar Gamble actually made contact with the car that is now ahead of Beza. I've already forgot which one it was.
I think it was Tadger.
Yeah, not a brilliant start from Woody, but you see the contact there with Gunnar Gamble and Beza, and that allows Woody to try and move down the inside into Mirabo, and there you go, past Beza.
Yeah, I think even though there was a few little bumps, it was probably the cleanest start I've had all year. in the narrowest track, it's been the cleanest start, I reckon.
Yay or nay?
Yeah, so moving on to the news section, just because there were so many incidents, I thought we'll just go through a quick few clips of all the incidents, and Darren, all you have to do, was it a penalty, was it not a penalty, basically? So you have to say.
Well, you can see it from Indrexen's point of view there. There wasn't actually contact on Indrexen's side, but of course on EMRNL's side there was contact, and then you see Red Tabero giving him a nice little spin, and yeah, I don't think that was actually a penalty due to the lag. But maybe for Red Tabero, but definitely not for Indrexen or anything. Yeah. So now on to Kex and Tagger, and it looks like Kex just wanting to get past Tagger, and it doesn't always work out, as we just saw there. The contact between Gunnar Gamble and Woody. Yeah, it was actually a comedy moment from my point of view, but from Woody it didn't look too funny. But seeing Gunnar Gamble there just climbing all over Woody's car, they're definitely a penalty-worthy incident by Gunnar Gamble. Yeah, definitely the impact there between EMRNL and Kex, not really too bad, but I'm actually going to let you say this one between me and EMRNL because I'll obviously be biased.
Yeah, well, you're going into the chicane, and then bang, all of a sudden you get turned around. From your view, it definitely looks like a penalty. From EMRNL's view, yep, too hot into the chicane, and then just hits your rear wheel and spins you around, so I think that's a definite penalty.
Yeah, I agree. It took the corner a bit too fast. So now Twin Drexen and the Red Tabero, and yeah, not very good there for Williams.
Yeah.
I don't know about team one as a penalty though. It was kind of just someone going in too deep, and yeah, that's what happens sometimes. In Drexen and Tagger though, wasn't really a penalty. I think that was lag. That had something to do with lag.
I think that was the invisible box that people talk about.
Yeah. Same there with Woody and the Holy Sam.
Yeah, and got it from Woody's view as well. Not really that close to him, but the box, as we've been talking about, yeah.
Yeah, EMRNL and Red Tabero. Yeah, definitely a red to bet. Sorry, an EMRNL who was a round and over goes over goes Woody.
Yeah.
Now you get to see, of course, from Indrex's point of view. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was because of the slight contact between So Solid and Woody there, but definitely So Solid's fault.
What do you think of this one though, EMRNL?
EMRNL versus the world.
Versus a question
I don't know
mark.
about the penalty, but
Yeah. Illegal blocking it was given for, but I don't really see what he could have done about it, to be honest.
And more like there between Woody and DMRNL,
Yeah.
you can quite clearly see it from Woody's point of view. It was lag, but
Yeah. I think that's a great.
definitely doing the good thing and still letting him through, even though
Yeah.
it wasn't really his fault.
Oh, another incident with you.
Yeah.
These are your 2 penalties, I believe, that you got. So clearly see Sam's just gone all over the shop, going down to the hairpin. But on board with you,
What he's doing here. But
little
yeah, managed
push.
to pass him around the outside of
Yeah.
Lowe's. Not
And
many
then
people
bang.
can say that.
Yeah, it's true.
2 penalties in the process, like, but still passing him around
Yeah.
Lowe's.
And now we got Sam and the MRNL.
Yeah, lag again.
Yeah, definitely lag.
But Sam definitely on the wrong tyres. I don't know what he was thinking staying out. It's quite clearly very, very wet. I think he was just hoping that he could get to the end on that set, and me and EMRNL having to gamble actually and going on to the west, and it actually worked for us.
Yeah, so we can see now in these changing conditions, lap 69, clearly quite dry. But EMRNL has decided to put the inters on, seeing as the safety car's out.
Bad choice in my opinion.
Yeah.
Definitely too early.
So next lap, safety car in, but EMRNL is going to go in as well because of that spin.
Even behind the safety car, you
Yeah.
can see that even behind the safety car. So yeah, definitely a bad choice by EMRNL going back onto the drives and then having to come in again for the inters, which really did ruin his race. And
now
we've got Sam
yeah.
going onto the inters as well as me, I must say. Me,
Yeah, here
Sam,
you
and
are,
So
yeah.
Solid.
Unfortunately, your teammate held you up, which cost you that place. So
Yeah, kind of cost me a place there too, Sam.
now, see, you're on lap 75, Indirect coming on for inters. So he stayed out quite a lot longer than other people, and you see on lap 75 you're coming in for wets.
I was a lap behind Indrex and remember.
Oh,
so,
right, okay.
Yeah, actually, Indrex did stay out quite a while. Because you see now, this is his lap 77, I think, and I took a gamble, and it definitely did work for me there, because I got back past Sam.
Yeah.
Only to lose a place to penalties, but still got back past him.
And there was quite a good battle for the lead throughout the race, but because I can't really do a really long video, I had to kind of leave it out. So anyway, championship standings. As you can see, that the championship leader didn't race. We had I think it was the biggest field, was it, so far in F1 this season?
How many raced again? 10?
10, I think.
No, we've had bigger.
Oh, okay.
We've had bigger.
Oh, okay. So, but anyway, half the field recorded, so that was
It's good.
nice. Do you want to go through the championship standings with us?
Yes, I'll happily go through the championship standings. So we're going to go through the top 10. Anyone below 10? I don't know. Well, you know, in the top 10. So we've got 10th place, we've got Aidan Lucas. He's not really going to be racing with us much anymore, so Nicholas Farr could definitely easily get into 10th place from that. You got Flavio Morado in 9th place. A solid showing from Monaco, but sadly, you know, consistency and penalties didn't really help him, but otherwise it probably could have been a strong showing from him at Monaco. Sam Wrighton in 8th place. Yeah, he's had an okay season. I mean, you see that 2nd place at Bahrain. Who expected that? Absolutely nobody. So
Definitely the pinnacle of his career so far.
yeah, definitely a good result at Bahrain. Next up, we've got Mark Franklin in 7th place, actually tied 6th place, we should say, with EMRNL. He's tied 6th, so those two are going to be having a fantastic battle for the championship, and EMRNL has had the pace on it, but when it rains, EMRNL all of a sudden just drops back down the field.
Yeah, I was saying, when it rains, it pours.
Yeah, and EMRNL does definitely need to work on his timing when it comes to changeable conditions, because you see at Monaco it was poor, it was actually terrible. is timing for tyres.
Yeah, you've seen in previous races though, you and Ian Marinel seem to go on to have the same strategies almost, because in Spain you both started on the options where everyone else started on the inters.
We both started on options for different reasons though.
Yeah.
Ian Marinel, he started on options because he thought it was a glitch, and I started on options because I knew it would dry up in a lap or two from past experience. He actually did admit he thought it was a glitch, so yeah, I was the only one who actually knew what I was doing when it came to us still going on to options. We've got Mark Franklin though in 7th. He actually did have a phenomenal Monaco result, even if his tyre choices was also terrible. Stayed out a lap too late for options, kind of bit me up the backside because it didn't help me at all because I got held up behind him.
Yeah.
But still managed to get to 3rd place at Monaco, so kudos to him for that one. Got Indrexen in the top 5. I think this is Indrexen coming back now. A win at Monaco could definitely help him, and we could see Indrexen coming back and even, I don't know, could he come back and win maybe? Win some more races and get back to the top of the championship?
Dimmy's having troubles with his game, I think, so he won't be doing much of the next few races, so this could really play into the hands of the top 5.
Yeah, it definitely blows the championship wide up, and now Indrek could get it.
I mean, Indrek's definitely had the pace, just bad luck, as you see, he's had fastest lap in Malaysia and the win in Monaco.
So yeah, he could do it. I don't think I could challenge for the lead. I mean, you see me up in 4th, but you see I'm only getting consistent results, which is a good thing. But I'm not really doing the damage. See, I haven't even got a podium yet, so...
Yeah, it will come, don't worry. I'm pretty sure about that.
Not all about pace, I think I've shown. If I'm in 4th place, not all about pace, just about consistency is one thing.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying all season.
So to the top 3, you got Adam Morris in 3rd place. He's had some phenomenal results. So win at Australia, 3rd place at China, 2nd place at Spain, and another 2nd place at Monaco. Win maybe should have been his.
Yeah.
But shouldn't have barrel rolled Woody. Then he might have got the win. So then we got in 2nd place, we got Boyan in 2nd place. He could do it, you know, he's had a lot of podiums. I think he's tied 2nd with podiums.
Yeah.
Well, forget about Dimmy for now, so let's just say he's tied top for podium because Dimmy's not going to be getting any podiums anytime soon. And Boyan, if he has a strong result at Canada, could be a contender for the championship. It's all going to come down to, for me, Adam, Boyan and Indrek. And maybe Eric, but I doubt Eric.
Eric's, as we've said before, has got a strong second half of the season.
Yeah, he has, but depends how much he loses in the first half, doesn't it?
Yeah, playing catch up. But on the point of Adam should have won Monaco, when I was flicking through Indrek's video even, I think when the safety car came out, it was about 30 seconds in front. Now, I'm not sure if that's because Adam had just pitted, or if it was the gap that he'd actually made himself. Do you know anything about that?
Nope.
Okay. But anyway, yeah, so basically Indrek was 30 seconds in front when the safety car came out. And, yeah.
So, Indrek did have Monaco. Yeah,
I think he probably could have won that anyway, but that's just my opinion. But anyway, GP2. Now we have Ollie Cart's pole lap. Do you want to go through it, Darren? Or do you want me to?
You can go for it if you're not good enough for.
I don't know many of the corners because I don't know why. But anyway, coming down to the first corner now, braking, turning in. Open the DRS. Not using much curves really, but see he's just gone quickest that previous lap, so into the casino square now.
You know where corner then?
I know that corner, yeah. This is Massenet, I think. Mirabeau, yeah, same thing. Lowe's, I know that one. First gear, slowest corner on the calendar, I think.
Yep.
Now coming down towards the tunnel. I know this isn't a very good lap. Talking over it on me. But...
Right, I'll do a second lap if you want that.
Yeah, carry on. Feel free. I'm glad for this.
So coming in now to the bus stop chicane, braking down to first gear. It says it should be in 2nd, but I think it goes down to 1st. I don't know why he's using suggested gears. Opening the DRS, closing the DRS off onto bat. Opening the DRS again though for the swimming pool. Not using any curves, which is kind of a surprise. The second part of the swimming pool though, he takes that beautifully. Now going into the Rascas hairpin down to first gear. And again, oh, he doesn't open the DRS. I thought he would open the DRS, and going into Anthony Knowles now, coming down the pitch straight, opening DRS, using the last bit of curves, and a 1:13.7, a phenomenal lap there by Ollie Cart.
Yeah, you can see he was 6 tenths, almost 7 tenths in front of Takis, who was second. Techno Elite, another good qualifying in third, who was 8 tenths behind, but just see by the gaps that from each other that Ollie was such a quick lap, and he even won the practice race which was a mixture of F1 and GP2. So it shows that he definitely had pace around here. And then XJHJX in fourth, Mystic Noble, good qualifying by him in fifth. Seb Mantas in the Lotus, who finally connected with the people, who was having connection troubles in previous races. He qualified sixth. Returning Senna Miz in seventh. Glove Pup 8th, Saka returning again in 9th, Rapid Man 10th, TH 11th, Hamilton fan didn't set a time.
Which is confusing, I don't understand why you wouldn't want to set a lap time at Monaco.
I think Ben Alacy's 12th, 13th even, and I'm assuming he didn't set a time as well. And I think that was 13 people in the race. But anyway, the race results. Darren?
Right, so I don't know who finished 13th. We got Zaka, Andrew Holmes, and Hamilton fan. Both did not finish. Should I say? Don't really know what happened to them, but yeah, all DNFing, not brilliant. Especially for Hamilton fan, he's normally good at street circuits. I remember last season he was winning the Monaco GP2 race, until he got screwed up by a safety car.
Yep.
And then we got in 9th place for those who did finish. Glove Pup in 9th place, so a solid result from him, I guess. Again, I don't really know his pace. I don't really know the pace of GP2 guys, so yeah, I can't really go through how good they did. Got Z Mantis in 8th, so I guess if that was his first race, I believe.
Yeah, he done the qualifying in Australia, but got disconnected before the actual race, so this is his first actual race, I suppose.
So going by his qualifying results, not a fantastic race result going by his qualifying, but you know, still managed to finish a race, which is better than some other people did. Got Cena Miz in 7th place. He does go well actually at Monaco. I think he went well there last season.
Yeah, he got his first points there last year.
Yeah, a good track for Cena Miz, and solid 7th, so a nice return to race department racing for him. Got TH in 6th. I'm glad he finished there. TH is one of my favourite drivers. And then we got the top 5. Ben
Lacey.
There we go.
Yep.
In 5th place, racking up a couple of time penalties, I think. So, yeah, that was alright, I guess, for him if he got some time penalties. Still managed to finish in the top 5. And then we got in 4th place, Mystic Noble. Don't really know his pace, but if he managed to finish 4th at Monaco, then must have had some really good pace. And to the top 3, then we got JHJ. Managed to finish 3rd. JHJ, of course, in season 1 in GP2, managed to win the Monaco race, so he does definitely like street circuits. Almost won the Singapore in season 1 GP2, so definitely a strong driver at street circuits, and managed to get a 3rd place, so a good solid result there as well. Got Techno Elite in 2nd place, a solid result for him as well. Not, of course, good for the championship because Ollie Cart won and Andrew DNF'd, but Ollie Cart managed to take the victory of the Monaco Grand Prix.
Yeah, Techno Elite's best result. I think it's first ever podium, so that's good for him.
Yes, really.
Obviously,
well done,
the fight with Sam on the Saturday didn't affect his performance, but the fight obviously did affect Sam's performance, as we've just seen. So we'll go on to the race, onto the incidents, and no, actually go to the start of the race even.
Yeah.
So on board with Ollie Cart. Red lights off. There we go. Off we go. Coming down into the first corner. Braking in good time. Nice and smooth. No troubles. Not that he can see it.
Good start then into Sandivot. He got a good start into Sandivot.
So Senna Miz now. decent getaway. Not really.
No.
And oh no, gets taken out. Don't know who
I
by.
feel like it was too tentative. I don't really think he's got anyone to blame but himself. He did take Sandy Vaught way too slowly, and I have no idea what happened there at the exit of Lowe's hairpin. Gee.
Yeah, a bit of carnage. And coming
There's
round.
Andrew Holmes going slow, and
Yeah.
Takis as well. Takis normally a front runner, so
Both of them are, yeah.
yeah. TH, what was he doing?
He just sits there. It might be good thinking behind that there's going to be a first corner accident.
But then you see here, actually, the road was pretty much blocked there going up the hill.
He even had to
And,
slow down.
yeah, managing though to get past Glupup and whoever that was into
I think it was Benelase.
Casino Square,
Yeah.
and again coming to a stop for Lowe's hairpin. I guess that was good because he avoided the contact, didn't lose any wing. Very tentative, but also very effective. Managed to get some place there, so that was a good start
Yeah.
for TH, even if it was very tentative.
And
even
there's
if he did come
Takis.
to a stop there.
Yeah. So going to the yay or nay section for GP2. Not as many clips, but here's TH and Cinemas. What do you think of this?
Seen him is done.
Just avoided.
TH, his return to the track there was not brilliant either, just going across the track.
Yeah. Very
I
nearly
guess it saved his
collects
tyres.
Andrew Holmes.
It saved his tyres a little bit, but it's not amazing. So now we're coming to Ollie Kart and Techno Elite, so we're coming to the restart here.
Safety car's still out though.
Yeah, oh no, we're not actually.
Yeah.
I thought it was the restart, so I was confused. Whoa! Well, how did he do that under safety car?
I don't know. It's clear. Obviously, they didn't have the computer wasn't slowing them down, so that's probably why Techno Elite was bashing the back of Ollie Kart. But if you look at it again, you see when Ollie Kart's looking back, he kind of drifts across a bit. But I think that's a bit of both. I think Ollie Kart shouldn't have drifted a bit, and
that's Carmen. Not involving Techno. Sorry, not involved. Oh no, that was TH. Forget what I was saying. Wrong person.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, not really many incidents in GP2. There was decent racing, but not really that much to analyse, I suppose. But anyway, to the championship standings. Do you want to go through these?
Yep, I will only go through the top 8 though. So we've got in 8th place, we've got Thomas Helmer in 8th place, having several did not start, so DNF at Malaysia. Oh dear. But seems to have come on strong since he returned to Barcelona. 10 points and 8 points, of course, equals 18. So that was pretty good for Thomas Helmer. You got Sam Brown down in 7th. Kind of disappointing, really, if you ask me. He's had a couple of disconnects. That wasn't really his fault. Two third places. Two third places. So he's not had bad results. And the points at Monaco. Not really good for him. He should have got more at Monaco.
Yeah, he didn't finish though, I don't think, did he? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But really should have got more out of Monaco, considering he's normally strong there. So quite disappointing for him. Then we got in 6th place, Jay Jones. Definitely the outside, the ranked outsider. Anyway, his season so far did not start. 3rd place did not start. 5th place, I think that is. No, sorry, 6th place. Yeah. Did not start. 3rd place. So what's he gonna get? Did not start at Canada.
Probably.
Who knows? But his season, considering he's had 3 did not starts, still got a good amount of points considering the DNS.
Quite a solid start for him.
Yeah, quite a solid start considering the did not start. And then we got the top 5. We got in 5th place, Aaron Wilkinson, of course, getting his first podium, and actually getting a 2nd place for his first podium. Much like me, my first ever podium was a 2nd place. You never know, might come on like me. But his season definitely seems to have got better. 10 points, 8 points, 10 points, 10 points, 18 points. So if he could keep that momentum going, he could definitely win a race. And he is good at Canada, was good there last season, had a good battle with him, so I did. So he could go strong at Canada. And then we've got the top 4, Adamos Dimitris, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
He's definitely a fast driver, a pretty strong driver as well, a win at Bahrain, and two fastest laps. In fact, sorry, three fastest laps. He claimed the fastest laps at Bahrain as well. A DNF at Monaco, not good for him, but definitely he could challenge. He could be fighting there if Ollie has a run of bad luck, which he once did have, where he did do a lot of rage quits. He could come back. So anyone in the top four could really come back if Ollie has a lot of rage quits like he used to have. And then we've got the top three. We've got Ben Milton in third place. He's had a solid season so far, going by the points. So he's had some solid results.
Yeah.
So hope for more solid results.
Very consistent.
Yeah, a bit distant, but still solid. Solid results for him. Third place. Okay, he is about 56 points behind, but still pretty strong, pretty solid. And then we've got in second place, Andrew Holmes. Yeah, he's getting a bit angry, I think, with being so far behind, but still, second place, Ollie. You know, he's a strong driver, definitely F1 material. Don't know why he's not in F1, but definitely F1 material. And Andrew should be happy with second, you know. He's a bit angry, but he's glunged up some really good results, you know. Several second place and also a win, so
Yeah,
he's not having a bad season.
I mean, he's not been like, he's had one win and Ollie's had four, but when Ollie's made mistakes, he's always been close enough to capitalise on them.
Exactly, so he's had some strong results. Okay, Bahrain and Monaco, not exactly his strongest, but he's also had quite a lot of strong results. And then we've got Ollie, the Dominator, I think.
Yeah.
Gonna be his nickname for now.
I mean, at the start of the season, everyone was saying he should be in F1, but then he decided to stay in GP2. And my comment to him was, "Do you want to dominate the season?" And he said yes. So
Yes, that was my comment.
yeah, so basically he's dominating the season. But
Just as well predicted.
there has been a bit of talk about putting more people in F1 because people have been dropping out. So
Ollie could be a name.
yeah,
But I think he'll want the championship before he joins.
yes, so do I. But that's just what's happening at the moment. So you never know, anything could happen. Anyway, round 7, next round in Monaco, in Canada even, Montreal. What do you think of the track, Darren?
Honestly, to watch, it's one of my favourite tracks to watch, but to drive, I think it's a dull track actually. It's not my favourite track in the world, and definitely with the higher curves this season, it's made it a lot more challenging. But I guess that's actually made it a little bit more fun, because normally I do get really bored of the Canadian Grand Prix to drive.
Yeah, I find it quite an interesting track, to be honest. I quite like it. But we'll move on to the track guide now. So if you want to take it away, Darren.
So the Canadian Grand Prix, of course, first off, you've got to get the last two corners right to start your lap, because you don't want to be hitting the wall of champions. So opening the DRS, and of course using curves down the pit straight, breaking into turn 1, you want to break at about 50 metres, maybe a little bit early if you want to avoid the possibility of locking up. So turn 2 is very tight, and it's actually very challenging, very easy to wash out there. So you got to be careful for that. You got turn 3, I think, breaking about 50 metres, and then you got the chicane. Nice little chicane. Sometimes can be quite challenging though. And then you got the end of the first sector. That's sector 2. I've had a lot of trouble here. You can lock up, and if you do lock up, it really does compromise the exit of this corner. So then you're coming down the straight up into the DRS, of course, using some curves, maybe not too much curves, just a bit of curves. You don't need too much. And then braking about 75 metres. Don't want to take too much of the first curve, because if you take too much, you are just going to fly across the track, and you're going to ruin your lap. So now we're braking into the hairpin. I normally brake at about 100 metres. Could probably brake a little bit later. But anyway, on the exit of the hairpin, you need good traction. And of course, you want to open open the DRS and use a bit of curves once you get into second or third gear. And of course, you got the DRS wide open for the back straight. And yeah, really, if you've got some more curves, maybe use a bit more curves. And anyway, braking into the final chicane, braking about 125 metres. Don't want to take too much of the curves, because you will fly into the wall of champions. Open the DRS, use any curves if you've got any left. And that's the lap of the Canadian Grand Prix.
Very nice. So what do you reckon the F1 results are going to be like then?
Well, without Greek don't lie, anyone can win this race. Of course, Canada, it is close racing. The lap times are pretty close, and the racing is often just as close. Okay, sometimes I don't criticise it for being dull, but when you're in a battle, it's definitely an entertaining track, because overtaking can be pretty easy, so anyone, I feel, can win this race. I even feel if you get messed up at turn 1, your race could be ruined, because turn 1 is definitely a tough track. But to win this race, I will have to go with So Solid, my teammate.
Ah, teammate love. What about second and third then?
Second place, it's going to be close, I think, between the likes of Indrexon, could be strong there, EMR&L, considering if it stays dry, definitely EMR&L. I don't want to toot to my own horn, but I've had some okay results here. I think Kex could be a surprise. Kex has been pretty strong. Helped him with his setup a little bit, and I seem to have helped him out quite a lot. He's gained a lot of time, so Kex could be a surprise, but I don't know about the podium. So for second and third place, I'm going to go EMR&L second, and either Indrek or me for third.
Alright, I reckon I agree with the podium, but not in that order. I'm not really sure what order, to be honest, but I don't think it would be. I think it'd probably be Indrek, Eric, and then Adam. Yeah, pushing the boat out. But what about GP2 then?
GP2, I think Ollie's going to win. Hands down, he's been dominant. He's definitely dominated. He's been a hell of a lot faster than F1, so I'm going to go for Ollie for the win. Second and third, Andrew looks quick. The Mystic Noble, I did a practice session with him. He's not too bad, I guess.
I'd just like to say that this Mystic Noble's got the setup I gave him, so I'm going to tip him for a podium.
And also Techno Elite, he was strong there last season. Could see another strong result for him, so I'm going to go for Ollie Cat for the win. Andrew Holmes second, and Techno Elite third.
Okay, I'm going to go Ollie first, Techno Elite second, and simply because Mystic Noble's got my setup that I gave him, I'm going to go for him third. But I think Takis or Andrew could be there as well. And probably Ben Alacy, but it's quite close up the top, so anyone could have it really.
Well, from second onwards, it's close. From 1, it's a bit of a...
yeah, another division.
Yeah.
It's like F1 2.0.
Oi, Dimmy's gone.
Right, so finally we'll move on to the driver changes. So to confirm from last week, Thomas Glass-Burgess is back in the Sauber as he was supposed to be at the start of the season with Aaron Wilkinson. And then Joseph Lancaster and Short Kellis, I think that's how you pronounce it, are in the McLaren. And then finally in the Williams we've got Paul Glover and Dave Anderson. So that will wrap up the podcast this week. Hope you enjoyed being with us, Darren.
Yes, I did. It was fun.
Thanks for coming. So next week we are in, where are we? Valencia, and I'll be back for that, so that's nice. So yeah, thank you and good night.